A lot has changed since the last video I made on how to find missing dependencies in Trainz, so I decided to make a new video tutorial on how to find them. There's a website you can go to find missing dependencies. It's called Trainz Kuid Index. You need to set up an account in order to use this website. I already have one, so I'm just going to log in. Then click on Asset Search. Unfortunately, you now have to pay to use this site. The creator explains it's because running this site costs a lot of money. He can no longer afford to run this site on his own and therefore needs to charge for it, which is understandable. Now you can pay you can pay a minimum amount of $15. The amount you pay allows you to use this site for 1 year. I wish I could give more, but I have a very tight budget right now. A word of advice, never buy a contract phone plan. Always use a pay-as-you-go plan because the contract ones are a rip-off. Like this one contract plan I use, it said it was unlimited, but then it started charging me for going over my data limit. And before I knew it, they were charging me $1,000. I actually stopped paying because I couldn't afford the plan anymore. But instead of just turning the plan off like a pay-as-you-go phone plan would do, they continued to charge me every single month until it got up to $1,000. So never use a data plan. Never use a contract phone. Always use pay-as-you-go. You need to have a PayPal account in order to pay to use this website. Now it's saying PayPal has validated your payment. Your new subscription will end on May 26, 2018. Thank you for supporting Trainz Kuid Index. Okay, here's something I have that has a missing dependency. It's a locomotive I bought from Jointed Rail. They tend to have missing dependencies, which are somewhere on the Jointed Rail website that you basically have to hunt them down, which I feel is kind of a hassle. However, it's worth it for these locomotives because they're pretty high detailed. To find a missing dependency, right-click on the item and click List Dependencies on Trainz in New Era. On older versions, for example, Trainz 12, you would right-click on the item and click View Dependencies. Right now, it's saying that I have one missing dependency that's at an unknown location. It's actually on the Jointed Rail website, but sadly, the download station cannot detect these websites. It would be nice if they did, though, because that would take a lot of hassle out of it. But that's where the Trainz Kuid Index website comes in. Anyway, first you have to figure out how to enter the Kuid number in the search engine so you can look for it. The first set of digits is the author ID. It's usually a 6-digit number. For example, my author ID would be 140046. This is going to be at the beginning of every item I ever make for this game because it's basically telling them that I'm the person that made it. The second set of numbers would be the actual serial number of the item. In other words, the number of the item that's on the download station. The second set of numbers would go into the search engine under Asset ID. Asset version is optional, but that would be a 1-digit number at the very end of the Kuid number. For example, if it's 2, that means that it's version 2 of that item. Now, when it searched for the item, it found several links that I could click on in order to download it. When I click on one of the links, it takes me to the website where I can simply click download and it'll download the CDP file that I need. The really cool thing about this website is it also tells you the name of the CDP file that you need to download from that website. So if it takes you to a website that has a bunch of stuff on it, you can just look for the thing you need to download. Oh no, it has faulty dependencies. Oh well, let's see what they are. Maybe it's something I can fix. Right click on it and click View Errors and Warnings. The tag image in 0 refers to a non-existent file, articon.tga. Okay, to fix this error, you have to right click on it and then click Open for Edit and Edit Config File Text, I think it is. Now, when you do that, it's going to show you the configuration file of the item. Just look for the thumbnails container and delete the thumbnail container and everything in it, and it should work after that. And now it works and has no missing dependencies. That is the new technique for finding missing dependencies in this game.